Welcome to our channel. We are so glad you found your way here. Let us help you fall asleep. Let's begin with the iron-bound door. The sound of state justice in the Roman Carcer. Take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Let the noise of today fall away as we step back, not just hours or years, but centuries, into the vast theater of crime and punishment in ancient Rome. If you genuinely like our videos, please hit like and subscribe. The Roman Carcer serves as a profound representation of ancient justice and societal structure. Established during the early days of the Roman Republic, this facility was strategically located near the Forum, symbolizing the intersection of power and punishment. It functioned not merely as a prison, but as a reflection of the legal and moral codes of its time, embodying the complex interplay between authority and the individual. This region housed various detainees, from common criminals to political prisoners, illustrating the diverse spectrum of offenses that challenged the state as order. The architecture of the Carcer, characterized by its formidable iron-bound doors, was designed to instill a sense of foreboding. Such design served as both a physical barrier and a psychological deterrent, reinforcing the might of the Roman state. Conditions within these confines were harsh, with minimal provisions for the incarcerated. The somber atmosphere was thick with the weight of despair and the echoes of hushed conversations, where the hopes of the imprisoned often clashed with the unyielding nature of justice. The iron-bound door itself became a symbol of finality, a threshold from which few emerged unscathed. Within these walls, the narratives of countless lives unfolded, each one contributing to the rich historical tapestry that defines Roman society and its approach to law and order. The architecture of the Carcer reveals a profound understanding of both design and functionality. Thick, imposing walls comprised of a mixture of stone and brick stand as silent sentinels to the past, their surfaces worn by the passage of time and the weight of history. Narrow windows, almost imperceptible from the outside, permit scant light to filter through, casting elongated shadows across the cold, uneven floors. This strategic limitation of light served a dual purpose. It ensured security while also creating an oppressive atmosphere reflective of the penal purpose it served. Inner chambers, meticulously planned in their arrangement, facilitated a rigid system of control. Each cell was designed to accommodate the barest necessities, fostering an environment of stark isolation. The layout formed a labyrinthine structure, where sound traveled in unexpected ways, echoing through the corridors, amplifying the feelings of confinement. Ventilation was a critical consideration, with small openings allowing for the circulation of air, yet providing no respite from the harsh reality within. The heavy iron doors, marked by rust and age, stand as testaments to the engineering prowess of the time. Combining durability with an imposing aesthetic, such design choices reflect a deliberate intention to communicate authority while simultaneously shaping the experiences of those who found themselves within this formidable structure. The iron-bound door stands as a powerful symbol of confinement and authority. Crafted from heavy, resilient metal, it embodies the severity of the justice system that operated within the Roman Carcer. The choice of material indicates not only durability, but also a stark reminder of the permanence of punishment. These doors were not merely functional. They were designed to instill a sense of dread and submission in those who approached them. The intricate ironwork often featured elaborate designs, signaling both the craftsmanship of the era and the socio-political significance of the space. Each embellishment served to elevate the door beyond a simple barrier, transforming it into a formidable threshold between freedom and punishment. The coldness of the iron contrasted sharply with the warmth of human emotion, creating an atmosphere steeped in foreboding. Beyond their physical presence, these doors symbolized the broader judicial landscape of ancient Rome, where power dynamics dictated the fates of countless individuals. The very act of closing such a door represented a finality that echoed through the stone corridors, reverberating with the weight of justice meted out by an unforgiving system. Each creak of the hinges whispered the stories of those who entered, their hopes extinguished behind the impenetrable facade. This intersection of material and meaning encapsulates the essence of punishment within this historical context. The role of sound in ancient Roman justice transcended mere auditory experience, forming a crucial component of societal order and control. Echoes within the confines of structures like the Roman Carcer were laden with significance. The clang of iron doors, the footsteps of guards, and the murmurs of prisoners contributed to an environment where every sound held meaning, reinforcing the severity of punishment. The rhythmic sound of chains rattling served as a constant reminder of captivity, symbolizing both the loss of freedom and the weight of societal judgment. In contrast, the hushed whispers among inmates reflected a shared understanding of their fates, weaving a narrative of despair and resignation. The ambient noise within these walls was not merely background. It dictated the emotional state of those confined, shaping their experiences and responses to their sentences. Public trials and proclamations resonated through crowded spaces, where the voices of judges and orators carried the gravity of law. This auditory landscape transformed the enforcement of justice into a communal experience, where the populace absorbed the lessons conveyed through sound. The impact of these acoustic elements extended far beyond the physical realm, embedding themselves into the collective consciousness of Roman society, thus imbuing the very act of justice with an enduring resonance. Imprisonment within Roman society served multiple functions, weapons, science, each layered with cultural and political significance. This region often functioned not merely as a punitive measure, but as a means of social control. Detaining individuals shaped societal hierarchies and affirmed the power of the state. Prisoners, frequently drawn from the lower echelons of society, embodied the consequences of transgression, reminding the populace of the fragility of their own status. The architecture of these facilities reflected their dual purpose. Stone walls, reinforced and imposing, symbolized the unyielding grip of the law. The psychological impact of confinement was profound, as isolation stripped individuals of agency and identity. It transformed them into mere shadows of their former selves, reflecting a harsh reality. The layout of cells, cramped, dimly lit, and devoid of comfort, enhanced the experience of despair. In the broader context, imprisonment functioned as a public spectacle. Trials were often public events, and the fate of the accused became a matter of communal discussion. This process solidified the communal understanding of justice and morality. The fate of each individual echoed within the stone confines, reverberating through the minds of citizens. The presence of the Carcer thus became a constant reminder of the balance between societal order and individual freedom, a delicate tension at the heart of Roman governance. The judicial system of ancient Rome was intricate, reflecting the complexities of its society. It operated within a framework that emphasized the rule of law, establishing a sense of stability amid potential chaos. Various courts handled different types of cases, ranging from civil disputes to criminal offenses, each governed by specific procedures and statutes. Judges, often appointed by the state, held significant authority. They interpreted laws and presided over trials, ensuring that justice was administered according to established norms. Legal advocates, known as orators, played crucial roles in these proceedings, articulating arguments and representing the interests of their clients. This legal profession was respected and often influential, shaping the decisions of the courts. The 12 Tables, a foundational set of laws, served as a reference point for legal matters, codifying rights and responsibilities. These laws were essential in promoting transparency and accountability within the system. Punishments varied widely, reflecting the severity of the crime. Fines, exile, and imprisonment were common outcomes, while more severe transgressions could lead to capital punishment. The Carcer stood as a physical manifestation of these consequences, a stark reminder of the repercussions of legal transgressions. Whilst, as such, the judicial system not only maintained order, but also reinforced the societal values embedded within Roman culture. The types of offenses leading to imprisonment reflected the complexities of Roman society. Theft constituted a significant portion of the crimes, as the desire for wealth often clashed with the rigid social hierarchy. Those caught stealing, particularly from their betters, faced harsh penalties. Murder, too, held a prominent place among offenses. It disrupted the sanctity of life and the social order, prompting an immediate and severe response from the state. Political dissidents emerged as another category of concern. Those who challenged the authority of the Republic, or later the Empire, found themselves facing dire consequences. Accusations of treason were not uncommon, and the resulting imprisonment served as a warning to others. Corruption among officials, particularly in the provinces, also led to incarceration. Such acts undermined the integrity of governance, prompting the state to act decisively. The consequences of these transgressions extended beyond the individual. Families often suffered the repercussions, with social standing diminished and livelihoods disrupted. The physical space of the Roman Carcer served not only as a holding place, but also as a testament to the pervasive reach of law and order. Within its confines, the echoes of despair mingled with the resolute echoes of justice. This region, steeped in history, encapsulated the harsh realities of both punishment and societal expectation. The process of arrest and incarceration in Rome was methodical, underscoring the legal frameworks established by its governance. Offenders faced immediate scrutiny, often apprehended by the city's officials or guards. Initial encounters were marked by a lack of ceremony, the accused frequently taken from their daily lives into the folds of the justice system. It was not uncommon for a simple accusation to precipitate swift action, reflecting the societal norms of accountability and retribution. Upon arrest, individuals were transported to designated holding areas where they awaited further adjudication. These locations, including the notorious Carcer, were characterized by dim light and oppressive silence. The conditions within were austere. Walls of stone confined the accused, echoing the weight of their circumstances. Every aspect of this environment served to reinforce the gravity of one's situation. Interrogations followed, often leveraging psychological pressure to elicit confessions. The lack of legal representation for the accused further amplified the imbalances within the system. Sentencing could result in various outcomes: fines, exile, or even execution. The oppressive nature of imprisonment stood as a stark reminder of the state's authority and the fragile nature of liberty. The iron-bound door of the Carcer symbolized this finality, sealing the fates of those who passed through its threshold. Conditions within the Roman Carcer were stark and unyielding, reflecting the harsh realities of incarceration in ancient times. Stone walls, thick and cold, surrounded the confined space, absorbing any remnants of warmth and light. These structures, designed for security, lacked the basic comforts of ventilation or natural illumination. The air within remained stagnant, heavy with the dampness of stone and the faint smell of decay. The floors, bare and unforgiving, offered no respite from the oppressive environment. Filth accumulated in the corners, remnants of human existence mingling with the remnants of despair. In contrast to the fortified exterior, the interior revealed a stark vulnerability, where the psychological weight of confinement bore heavily on those within. Cells were often overcrowded, with individuals forced into close quarters, amplifying feelings of isolation and hopelessness. The sounds of muffled voices echoed faintly, a haunting reminder of lost freedom. Water sources, if present, were inadequate and unreliable, forcing occupants to ration their needs in a place where basic survival was a daily struggle. In this region, the oppressive atmosphere fostered a sense of inevitability, where days merged into nights without distinction. The absence of light mirrored the absence of hope, each moment an echo of the finality that awaited those who lingered behind the iron-bound door. Routine enveloped the detainees, their lives shaped by the rhythm of confinement. Days began with the distant sound of heavy footsteps, accompanied by the clink of chains, signaling the arrival of guards. These sounds served as a reminder of authority, punctuating the silence that permeated the stone walls. The morning hours were marked by meager rations, the clatter of metal bowls on cold surfaces echoing through the dim passageways. In the absence of sunlight, time lost its meaning. The prisoners created rituals within their bleak existence, marking the passage of days through whispered conversations and shared stories. Each tale served to forge connections, providing fleeting moments of camaraderie amidst the oppressive silence. Some engaged in quiet contemplation, reflecting on their past, while others sought solace in quietude, finding a semblance of peace within the chaos of their surroundings. Varnings brought a muted sense of anticipation as the fading light cast long shadows across the stone floors. The sound of distant echoes, perhaps the faint sobbing of another soul grappling with despair, became a part of the environment, a shared experience of suffering. This routine, though monotonous, offered a fragile structure to their days, a way to navigate the depths of despair found behind the iron-bound door. Life continued with its quiet persistence, marked by the subtle nuances of survival within a harsh reality. The presence of guards and officials provided a structured oversight within the confines of the Carcer. These individuals, tasked with maintaining order, moved through the dimly lit corridors, their footsteps echoing softly against the cold stone walls. Each guard bore the weight of authority, ensuring compliance among the inmates while often embodying the complex interplay of power and vulnerability. Their expressions, often stoic, revealed little of the turmoil beneath the surface. Officials played a crucial role in the daily operations, navigating the delicate balance between justice and retribution. They documented the ebb and flow of life within these walls, recording the fates of those who entered, their quills scratched against parchment, chronicling the stories that would fade into obscurity, yet remain significant within the annals of history. The nuances of their decisions shaped the destinies of the incarcerated, weaving a web of consequences that extended far beyond the iron-bound door. And as in this environment, time moved slowly, punctuated only by the rhythmic clang of metal gates. Conversations were muted, mere whispers of existence, as if the very air was thick with the weight of unspoken truths. Each day blended into the next, a continuum of lived experiences marked by the unyielding presence of authority, shaping the narrative of justice within this ancient space. The enforcement of law within this ancient space reveals a stark dichotomy. When contrasted with contemporary systems, punishments often reflected societal values steeped in retribution rather than rehabilitation. The rigid hierarchies dictated the treatment of offenders, illustrating a clear distinction between citizen and non-citizen. This region served as a microcosm where power dynamics played out and the rule of law was enforced with a severity that resonated through the stone walls. Surveillance was omnipresent, with guards maintaining a watchful eye on prisoners. The architecture itself, with its cold, iron-bound doors and narrow corridors, echoed the somber reality of confinement. In this environment, the law was not merely a set of written codes, but an institutionalized force that commanded respect and fear. Comparatively, modern legal frameworks incorporate principles of due process and individual rights, values that evolved significantly from the stringent regulations of this ancient society. Punishments could be swift and harsh, often serving as public spectacles designed to reinforce authority and deter dissent. The social contract, though implicit, dictated that compliance with the law was paramount. The echoes of heavy footsteps on the stone floors remind one that justice was not only an abstract concept, but a palpable experience, etched into the consciousness of the populace that inhabited these ruins, a haunting reminder of the past. Political power shaped the foundations of imprisonment practices, creating a system where justice often reflected the will of the ruling elite. This influence manifested in the design and function of the Roman Carcer, a structure that served as both a prison and a symbol of authority. The architecture conveyed a stark message. Iron bars and fortified walls not only confined the body, but also reinforced the dominance of those in power. Within these confines, the treatment of prisoners varied widely, dictated by social status and political affiliation. Those deemed valuable or influential might experience relative comfort, while the lower classes faced harsher conditions. This disparity highlighted the intersection of authority and justice, where the weight of one's political connections could determine the severity of punishment. Anaxind in function of the Roman Carcer, a structure that served as both a prison and a symbol of authority. The passage of time has left these walls weathered, but they continue to echo the ramifications of decisions made by powerful figures. The consequences were often far-reaching, extending beyond the individual to affect entire communities and shaping the collective memory of a society grappling with the manifestations of its own governance. The interplay between political power and imprisonment practices remains a testament to the enduring legacy of authority in shaping human experiences. Torture and interrogation techniques have occupied a critical position within the framework of state justice, often employed as tools for extracting information or asserting dominance. Historical records reveal the methods utilized within these confines, where the boundaries of ethics frequently blurred. The techniques varied widely, encompassing physical coercion, psychological manipulation, and sensory deprivation. Each method aimed to induce compliance or confessions, often disregarding the fundamental rights of individuals. In this region, the ethical implications remain a subject of intense debate. The justification for torture, often framed within the context of national security or political stability, raises profound moral questions. The impact on both the victims and the perpetrators reveals a complex web of human behavior with consequences that extend beyond the immediate circumstances. The psychological toll on those who inflict such suffering can lead to long-lasting effects, challenging the notion of justice itself. The architecture of the Roman Carcer, with its iron-bound doors, symbolizes the weight of state authority and the ethical dilemmas intertwining with the exercise of power. Inside, the silence is punctuated only by the echoes of despair, each sound a reminder of the human cost of such practices. As these techniques are scrutinized, the conversation shifts toward the broader implications for society and the rule of law, questioning the very principles that underpin justice. Public sentiment plays a significant role in shaping sentencing practices within the judicial system. This influence often manifests in the form of media coverage, community advocacy, and widespread discussions surrounding high-profile cases. The reactions of the populace can create pressure on legal institutions, compelling them to respond in a manner that aligns with prevailing attitudes. When a crime captures the public's attention, the ensuing outrage or support can directly impact judicial outcomes, sometimes resulting in sentences that reflect societal expectations rather than strictly adhering to legal standards. By the intersection of public opinion and law reveals a complex dynamic. Judges and prosecutors may find themselves navigating the currents of societal pressure, weighing the demands for justice against the necessity for impartiality. In regions where public outrage is palpable, there can be a tendency for harsher sentences, as officials seek to demonstrate their responsiveness to community concerns. Conversely, in instances where advocacy for leniency gains traction, the judiciary may temper its approach in recognition of evolving societal values. This phenomenon underscores the delicate balance within the legal framework, where the ideals of justice must contend with the ever-shifting landscape of public sentiment. The interplay between community perspectives and legal principles shapes a nuanced reality, influencing how justice is served and perceived within society. Echoes linger within the stone confines of the Roman Carcer, where the air carries the weight of history and the whispers of its former inhabitants. These sounds weave through the corridors, painted with dread and hopelessness. The rhythmic clanking of chains punctuates the silence, a constant reminder of confinement and the loss of freedom. Faint murmurs of despair rise from the depths, blending with the chilling draft that creeps through the iron-bound door, suggesting stories untold and dreams extinguished. Each footfall reverberates against the cold, unforgiving walls, creating an atmosphere thick with tension. The distant cries of the forsaken intermingle with the soft drip of water that echoes in the gloom, a haunting reminder of time's relentless passage. This region, steeped in sorrow, holds the remnants of lives interrupted by the relentless machinery of justice. The oppressive silence is occasionally broken by the rustle of worn linens, a reminder that the physical presence of humanity remains, despite the pervasive sense of isolation. Light filters through the barred windows, casting shadows that dance upon the stone floor, illuminating the stark realities of existence within these walls. Fear and despair resonate here, forming an invisible bond among those who have been cast aside, each sound serving as a testament to their plight, echoing in the annals of time. Isolation envelops this space, intensifying the psychological burden borne by detainees. The absence of sunlight creates an unrelenting gloom, inhibiting natural circadian rhythms and distorting perceptions of time. Days blend into nights, fostering a sense of disorientation that compounds the mental strain. The stark walls, devoid of any adornment, amplify feelings of entrapment, an echo chamber for the mind's darkest thoughts. Surveillance remains constant, a reminder of perpetual oversight that stifles individuality. Every whisper, every rustling movement is catalogued, heightening anxiety and paranoia. The mind becomes a battleground where hope and despair vie for dominance. It is in this environment that the human spirit often falters, the weight of confinement leading to introspection that can spiral into despair. Social interaction is limited, interactions reduced to muted exchanges that lack warmth. Friendships may form, but these connections are fraught with tension, as trust is a fragile commodity in such precarious circumstances. The psychological toll manifests in various forms, from depression to anxiety disorders, as the relentless solitude distorts self-perception and identity. Memories of life outside fade, replaced by a haunting void. This environment, where silence reigns and shadows loom large, shapes not only the immediate experience of detainees but also leaves indelible marks on their psyches, influencing their futures long after release. The iron-bound door stands as a formidable barrier, both physical and metaphysical. Its heavy frame, forged from ancient iron, creates a palpable boundary between the outside world and the oppressive stillness within. This structure, designed to withstand the test of time, embodies the unyielding nature of authority and control. Light filters through narrow slits, casting elongated shadows that creep across the stone floor, evoking a sense of confinement and isolation. Beyond its tangible presence, the door represents a deeper psychological separation. For those on the inside, it signifies not merely a physical restriction but a profound disconnection from society. The sound of its creaking hinges resonates through the stillness, marking the passage of time with a haunting finality. Each closing reverberates like the sealing of hope, trapping aspirations within these walls. The weight of the door extends into the minds of the incarcerated, shaping their identity and worldview. It enforces a narrative of punishment and penance, where the absence of freedom fosters a longing for redemption. This environment transforms the concept of justice from an ideal into a stark reality, blurring the lines between discipline and despair. In this realm, the iron-bound door looms both large and small, an omnipresent reminder of the choices made and the futures lost. Justice in Roman philosophy is intricately woven into the fabric of societal order and ethics. This concept transcends mere retribution, embodying a balance that seeks to maintain harmony within the community. It is here that the principles of fairness and moral righteousness find their roots, guiding both individuals and the state. The pursuit of justice is often seen as a reflection of virtue, emphasizing the importance of wisdom, courage, and temperance. In the minds of Roman thinkers, justice is not only a legal construct, but a moral imperative. They viewed it as essential to the well-being of the state, a unifying force that binds citizens together through shared values. The philosopher Seneca articulated this notion, asserting that true justice requires an understanding of the human condition, enabling compassion and empathy toward others. These ideals were often contrasted against the harsh realities of punishment and confinement. The iron-bound door, while a symbol of state authority, also represents the philosophical struggle between punishment and rehabilitation. In this context, justice becomes a reflection on the nature of humanity itself, challenging the boundaries of law in favor of mercy. The Roman conception of justice thus serves as a foundation not only for governance but also for the enduring human quest for ethical integrity. In these ruins, the echoes of such thoughts linger, inviting contemplation. The intersection of law and morality in ancient Rome reveals a complex relationship where the iron-bound door of justice often stood between idealism and reality. This region was marked by a stringent legal framework, yet the moral underpinnings of society frequently influenced its application. Jurists and philosophers alike debated the essence of justice, grappling with the notion that laws should reflect an inherent moral order. It was within these walls that individuals confronted their fates, often at the mercy of rigid statutes. The legal codes dictated outcomes, yet the whispers of ethical considerations permeated the atmosphere. Some sought to align their practices with the ideals of fairness and virtue, while others adhered strictly to the letter of the law, regardless of the moral implications. These conflicting ideologies created a palpable tension, shaping the societal landscape. The decisions made within this space resonated beyond the confines of the courtroom, impacting the lives of citizens and the foundations of governance. As the populace observed the administration of justice, they were often left to ponder the legitimacy of authority and the consequences of laws devoid of compassion. In time, the legacy of these deliberations would influence subsequent legal systems, leaving an indelible mark on the evolution of justice across civilizations. The echoes of these profound discussions continue to resonate in modern discourse, reflecting humanity's ongoing struggle with the balance of law and morality.
The public's perception of justice is shaped by myriad influences, including historical case studies that reveal societal values and priorities. In ancient Rome, the Carcer stood as a stark reminder of the legal system's harsh realities, where individuals awaited judgment in dimly lit confines. The treatment of prisoners during this period elicited varied responses from the populace, influenced by prevailing attitudes toward crime and punishment. One notable case involved the trial of a prominent political figure accused of corruption. Public opinions swayed between outrage and empathy, reflecting the complexities of justice in a society that valued both order and individual rights. The outcome of such trials often hinged on the eloquence of advocates and the biases of jurors, revealing the multifaceted nature of legal proceedings. An emblematic incident involved a lesser-known citizen whose appeal for clemency sparked widespread debate. This case highlighted the tension between the desire for retribution and the emerging concept of rehabilitation, illustrating how justice can be perceived differently across social strata. Such instances exposed underlying disparities, as the elite often navigated the system with greater ease than the common man. On these moments, the iron-bound door of the Carcer served not only as a physical barrier, but also as a symbol of the broader societal struggles surrounding the quest for equitable justice. The transition from republic to empire marked a profound shift in the administration of justice. Increasingly, the authority of the state consolidated power within the hands of a few, leading to an environment where laws were frequently manipulated to serve the interests of those in power. This centralization altered the dynamics of the judicial system, fostering an atmosphere where the common citizen faced rising barriers in the pursuit of legal recourse. Under the empire, the iron-bound door of the Carcer became a repository of discontent, reflecting the frustrations of those who found themselves ensnared by an unforgiving system. The once revered principles of the Republic, centered on civic participation and voiced grievances, gradually eroded. A more autocratic governance model emerged, encompassing the legal processes that often favored the elite. Judicial appointments shifted towards loyalty rather than merit, resulting in an increasingly opaque legal framework. With the Senate's diminishing influence, the voice of the people became muted, leading to a pervasive atmosphere of distrust. The Carcer transformed into more than a physical space. It became emblematic of a broader societal shift, where the scales of justice tipped favorably for the privileged, while the marginalized languished in obscurity. In this evolving landscape, the essence of justice was redefined, leaving an indelible mark on the fabric of Roman society. The role of rhetoric in trials and sentencing served as a critical instrument within the Roman Carcer, shaping perceptions and outcomes. It established a framework for argumentation, where eloquence could determine a defendant's fate. This environment thrived on persuasive discourse, leveraging the art of language to sway jurors and judges alike. Such rhetoric became synonymous with the pursuit of justice, elevating the spoken word to a powerful vehicle for influence. In courtrooms, the orators wielded their skills, employing techniques that captivated audiences. Their mastery over language allowed them to construct compelling narratives, presenting facts intertwined with emotional appeals. This interplay between reason and sentiment not only affected decisions but also reflected broader societal values. Each trial unfolded like a carefully staged performance, where every phrase held the potential to redirect the course of justice. The influence of rhetoric extended to sentencing, as judges often found themselves swayed by the eloquence of pleas. Defendants' fates were frequently decided not solely by the evidence presented, but also by the ability of their advocates to articulate their circumstances persuasively. This reliance on rhetorical skill underscores a significant aspect of the judicial process, revealing the delicate balance between law and the art of persuasion. In this landscape of legal discourse, the spoken word emerged as a formidable ally, shaping the contours of Roman justice. The Senate served as a central pillar in the legal proceedings of ancient Rome, embodying both authority and governance. It acted as a forum where influential voices convened to deliberate matters of law and justice. Within these hallowed chambers, it was not uncommon for senators to deliberate on cases that transcended mere local disputes, often addressing matters of state. Their discussions reflected a blend of moral philosophy, political strategy, and civic duty, shaping the judicial landscape. Deliberations were often meticulous, requiring senators to weigh evidence presented by both accusers and defenders. These debates were characterized by an intricate interplay of rhetoric, as eloquence was not merely a skill, but a tool of persuasion. The outcome of such legal proceedings could alter the course of individuals' lives and influence the broader societal structure. It was essential for senators to maintain an air of gravitas, as their decisions had far-reaching implications. Legal outcomes determined by the Senate did not only resolve disputes, they reinforced the hierarchy of power and social order. The careful consideration of each case showcased the Senate's role in upholding the laws of the Republic, ensuring that justice was dispensed with a sense of continuity and tradition. In this way, the Senate's function extended beyond legalism, embodying the very essence of Roman civilization. The intertwining of Roman religion and justice practices reveals profound dimensions within this ancient civilization. Rituals and omens played a crucial role in the administration of justice, as magistrates frequently sought divine guidance before making significant decisions. This reliance on the gods indicated a belief that justice was not solely a human endeavor, but rather a sacred obligation entwined with the will of the divine. Priests and augurs would interpret signs such as the behavior of birds or the appearance of lightning to discern the favor or displeasure of the gods. These interpretations could sway court proceedings, influencing verdicts and sentencing. The presence of sanctuaries within the forum served as constant reminders of this divine oversight, where the populace gathered to seek favor or recompense. Laws were often imbued with religious significance, reinforcing moral standards derived from divine authority. The 12 Tables, the foundational legal code, integrated traditional beliefs, ensuring societal norms aligned with religious values. Punishments were not merely punitive, but served as a means of restoring order in both a temporal and spiritual sense. The melding of religion with the law created a framework in which justice was perceived as a harmonious balance, reflecting the principles of the cosmos. Such practices underscored the understanding that maintaining societal order was an extension of maintaining the favor of the gods, forming an intricate bond between faith and governance. Women in the Roman Carcer occupied a complex space within the confines of justice. While the male experience dominated the narrative, women's presence revealed nuanced dynamics. Female prisoners were often subject to different standards, reflecting societal views on gender. Their roles within this institution varied considerably, ranging from those accused of crimes to victims of circumstance, caught in the web of familial or financial pressures. In these confined spaces, the relationships among women could foster solidarity or competition. Some formed bonds, sharing resources and stories that provided emotional support, while others might vie for attention or favor from the guards or male officials overseeing them. The distinction between criminality and victimhood blurred, as many women were imprisoned for offenses directly tied to their relationships with men, such as theft resulting from poverty or betrayal stemming from infidelity. The physical layout of the carcer often dictated interactions. Cells designed for multiple occupants facilitated both camaraderie and conflict. This environment, echoing with whispered conversations and muted cries, served as a backdrop to the struggles faced by women. The concept of justice, framed within these walls, often neglected the complexities of gender, reflecting broader societal attitudes toward women. In this way, the Roman carcer became not only a site of punishment, but also a mirror of the underlying gender dynamics of the time. The reliance on informants and witnesses in trials underscored the complex interplay of power and societal expectation. These individuals, often incentivized by promises of leniency or protection, served as critical cogs within the machinery of justice. Their testimonies could sway the outcomes of cases, often tipping the scales of fate in favor of the state. This environment fostered a culture where alliances and animosities dictated the reliability of information, leading to a system rife with manipulation. In this context, the role of informants became paramount. They emerged from the shadows, providing intelligence that could bolster the prosecution's narrative. The perceived credibility of these witnesses often hinged on their social standing or prior relationships with the accused, revealing the intricate layers of loyalty and betrayal. As the court proceedings unfolded, the atmosphere thickened with tension, where truth was obscured by personal vendettas and political aspirations. The use of witnesses also highlighted the vulnerability of the accused, those ensnared within the iron-bound confines of the Carcer often faced accusations based on hearsay rather than solid evidence. This reality echoed throughout the legal system, creating an environment where fear and coercion could lead to convictions based more on social machinations than justice. As trials progressed, the Carcer's walls bore silent witness to this intricate web of human relationships, defining the very essence of Roman justice. Legal advocates inhabited this confined space, their presence crucial in navigating the complexities of the Roman legal system. They moved through the Carcer, embodying the voice of the accused, articulating defenses and challenging accusations. These skilled orators, often well-versed in law and rhetoric, played an essential role in shaping the outcomes of trials. Their persuasive abilities could sway both judges and juries, reinforcing the delicate balance of power within the judicial process. In this dimly lit environment, advocates engaged in whispered consultations, their voices barely rising above the echoes of distant chains. Conversations filled with legal jargon and strategic deliberations unfolded in the shadows, where secrets were exchanged and arguments meticulously crafted. Each word held the weight of potential freedom or despair, as hope and uncertainty danced in the air. The Carcer's stone walls resonated with the fervor of legal battles, where advocates transformed the stark reality of confinement into a forum for justice. They meticulously prepared their clients, instilling a sense of agency within the otherwise powerless. The gravity of their work was palpable as they sought to illuminate the truth amid the oppressive gloom. Among those cloistered within these confines, the advocates stood as pillars of justice, their voices intertwining with the very fabric of the Carcer, etching stories of resilience and struggle into its enduring stone. The iron-bound door loomed as a stark symbol of the systemic injustices perpetuated within these walls. Its cold, unyielding surface reflected not only the physical barrier separating the outside world, but also the emotional and psychological divisions that defined the experiences of those imprisoned. This feature, crafted with meticulous precision, served as a reminder of the power wielded by authority, an impenetrable sentinel guarding the secrets held within. Beyond its imposing exterior, the door encapsulated the myriad stories of individuals whose lives had been irrevocably altered by the state's machinery. Each creak of its hinges echoed with the weight of despair, while the sound of locks turning marked the moments of hope extinguished. The transition from freedom to confinement was stark and sudden, casting shadows over aspirations and dreams. Within this environment, the advocates pressed on, navigating the complexities of state justice. The iron-bound door became a focal point for their struggle, a constant reminder of the barriers that obstructed not just physical entry, but the very principles of fairness and equity. The rusted metal held within it the narratives of countless lives, each echoing with the cries for justice that resonated through the narrow corridors. In this stark and unyielding space, the pursuit of truth remained a fragile beacon amidst overwhelming darkness. Echoes of despair rise from the depths of this confinement. Where the condemned reside, voices merge into a haunting chorus, reverberating against cold stone walls. Desperate pleas, muffled cries, and the occasional thud of a body against the unforgiving surface paint a vivid auditory landscape. Each sound carries the weight of countless stories woven together in a tapestry of suffering and loss. Chains rattle as inmates shift, their movements constrained by the oppressive nature of their surroundings. The rhythm of footsteps, heavy and deliberate, punctuates the silence, signaling the presence of guards who oversee this realm of punishment. Their clipped commands slice through the air, a reminder of authority that enforces order within chaos. Faint whispers of hope emerge sporadically, muffled by the pervasive gloom. These fragments, though fleeting, reveal the resilience of the human spirit, clinging to the possibility of redemption. The creaking of iron hinges echoes as doors open and close, sealing fates with a finality that resonates deeply. Amidst this cacophony, the persistent drip of water creates an unsettling counterpoint, its sound a monotonous reminder of time passing, unyielding and indifferent. Such auditory elements intertwine, constructing an atmosphere that is both oppressive and revealing, illuminating the psychological landscape of the condemned within this historic structure. The interaction between detainees and family members manifests within the confines of this historic structure. Visits often occur at designated times, allowing brief moments of connection amidst the starkness of incarceration. This region bears witness to whispered conversations punctuated by the echo of footsteps against cold stone. The walls absorb the words of those who seek to bridge the chasm of separation, creating an invisible thread that binds loved ones, even in this bleak environment. Physical barriers dominate these encounters, with the iron-bound door serving as a formidable reminder of the circumstances that dictate their reality. Emotions oscillate between hope and despair as families grapple with the weight of incarceration. Laughter, though rare, emerges in fleeting moments, a fragile sound that momentarily disrupts the pervasive silence. Tears, often unrestrained, highlight the gravity of their situation, underscoring the emotional toll exacted by confinement. Conversations encompass a range of topics, from mundane daily occurrences to profound reflections on the future. The exchange of small tokens, a piece of paper, a personal item, transcends mere physicality, symbolizing love and resilience. This interplay reinforces the notion that, despite the oppressive atmosphere, human connection persists, shaping the experience of both detainees and their families within these formidable walls. The aftermath of imprisonment often brings a complex range of fates for those who have endured time within these storied confines. The transition from the iron-bound door to the outside world is not merely a physical journey. It is laden with psychological burdens. Many face the daunting task of reintegration into society, struggling to reconcile their past experiences with the expectations of a world that has moved forward. Rehabilitation programs, where available, offer some semblance of support, though the effectiveness varies widely. They aim to bridge the gap between confinement and freedom, providing skills and tools for a new beginning. Despite these initiatives, the stigma of incarceration frequently looms large, casting shadows over employment opportunities and social acceptance. For others, the return is fraught with uncertainty, as familial ties may have frayed during their absence. Relationships can become strained, and the emotional toll of separation often alters the dynamics of once close-knit groups. The psychological impact of confinement can linger, manifesting in anxiety, depression, or a profound sense of alienation. Some may find solace in community support, while others may drift into isolation. Within this broader context, each individual's journey speaks to the resilience of the human spirit. navigating the complexities of freedom after confinement, amidst societal challenges and personal hardships. Behold the systemic injustices perpetuated within these walls. Its cold, agonic ramifications emerge as a significant consequence of imprisonment in ancient Rome. The confinement of individuals led to a ripple effect, disrupting not only the lives of those incarcerated, but also the broader societal fabric. This region, once thriving with commerce and trade, experienced shifts in labor availability. Families often faced destitution as primary breadwinners were removed from the workforce, leading to increased poverty levels among the dependent relatives left behind. These conditions nurtured a cycle of economic instability, with fewer individuals contributing to local economies. Businesses struggled to maintain profitability. Agricultural output diminished as farmers were imprisoned, resulting in food shortages that further strained the populace. This decline in agricultural productivity, the judicial system, while intended to uphold order, inadvertently fueled social unrest. Increasingly, the populace questioned the fairness of laws that led to such widespread economic hardship. As more individuals faced imprisonment, a growing sentiment emerged, demanding reforms to amend the punitive measures that disrupted lives and livelihoods. Underlying this complex interplay was a stark realization: the ramifications of incarceration extended beyond prison walls, influencing economic structures and societal norms in profound and lasting ways. The relationship between crime and punishment within this context reveals a delicate balance of social order and individual transgression. In the shadows of the iron-bound door, the consequences of criminal behavior were not merely personal. They reverberated throughout entire communities. Each act of transgression impacted family structures and local economies, creating ripples that could last for generations. This region bore witness to the intertwining of justice and societal expectations, where the enforcement of laws aimed to uphold communal integrity. Punitive measures often reflected prevailing moral standards, shaping public perception of justice. Incarceration served as both a deterrent and a means of societal regulation, yet it also raised questions about rehabilitation and reintegration. The existence of these prisons highlighted a dichotomy: the need for order against the backdrop of human fallibility. This tension manifested in the lives of those confined, where the potential for redemption often clashed with the stark realities of punishment. The prevailing discourse surrounding this issue evolved, influenced by the voices of advocates seeking to reform punitive systems. They emphasized the need for a more compassionate approach, recognizing that understanding the root causes of crime could lead to more effective solutions. In doing so, they sought to shift the focus from mere retribution to restorative practices that fostered healing within communities rather than further division. But the legal status of slaves within the Roman Carcer reveals a profound intersection of power and vulnerability. Slaves occupied a unique position, often viewed through the lens of property rather than individuals endowed with rights. Their existence was governed not by the principles of justice, but by the whims of their masters and the dictates of Roman law. Within these imposing walls, they served multiple functions, from laborers to messengers, their roles dictated by the needs of the state. Incarceration presented a paradox for these individuals. While the carcer was primarily a place for punishment, it also served as a temporary refuge from the unrelenting demands of their servitude. The absence of legal recognition meant that any grievances went unaddressed. The harsh conditions of confinement, however, were often indistinguishable from the oppression faced outside. Survival within these confines necessitated resilience. As interpersonal dynamics among inmates unfolded, bonds formed, yet mistrust simmered, shaped by the constant threat of betrayal or retribution. The pervasive atmosphere was charged with a struggle for dignity, even in the face of systemic dehumanization. This region, steeped in historical significance, stands as a testament to the complexities of authority, servitude, and the fragile nature of justice within the ancient world. The emperor held a pivotal role in the judicial landscape, embodying the ultimate authority in matters of law and order. Decisions made within the confines of the Roman Carcer often reflected the whims and ideologies of those in power. This central figure possessed the ability to influence outcomes, shaping the fates of countless individuals. Justice, therefore, became a tool wielded both as a means of governance and a reflection of personal convictions. These judicial processes were often shrouded in ambiguity as the lines between law and personal vendetta blurred. Accusations could stem from political rivalry or social grievances, where the emperor's favor dictated the outcome. The weight of these decisions created an atmosphere saturated with tension as the populace navigated a system that favored the powerful. Underground chambers echoed with the murmurs of those awaiting judgment, each soul acutely aware of the fleeting nature of mercy. The iron-bound door served not only as a physical barrier but also as a symbol of the unyielding justice system. When it swung open, it signified the potential for liberation or the finality of punishment, both uncertain under the gaze of the sovereign. In this environment, justice became a reflection of the emperor's character, a mirror revealing the complexities of human governance. Military conquests reshaped the landscape of justice in the Roman Empire, intertwining with the very fabric of societal order. Each campaign brought not only territorial expansion but also a recalibration of legal frameworks. The influx of diverse cultures and populations necessitated adaptations in the application of laws, as the conquered territories often retained their local customs. This blending created a mosaic of legal practices, influencing how justice was administered across the empire. The soldiers, as enforcers of imperial will, played a crucial role in maintaining order. The presence was a constant reminder of power, often imposing the emperor's authority through force if necessary. In these regions, the established judicial systems would frequently bend to the demands of military leadership, leading to a precarious balance between civil rights and the might of the Roman legions. Court proceedings could reflect the urgency and chaos of warfare, with outcomes influenced by the perceived loyalty of defendants to the empire. Trials became arenas where allegiance was tested, and decisions were often swayed by the whims of those who held power, rather than grounded in objective legal principles. Consequently, the iron-bound door of the Roman Carcer stood not only as a physical barrier, but also as a symbol of the shifting tides of justice, where military prowess could overshadow the ideals of fairness and equity. Trials were emblematic of the era, often showcasing the complexities of power dynamics and societal values. Notable figures emerged, their fates intertwined with the very fabric of Roman justice. These proceedings, steeped in political intrigue, frequently served as public spectacles, eliciting a range of responses from the populace. The accused, often from patrician backgrounds, faced not only legal scrutiny but also the judgment of the masses. One particularly infamous trial involved a general whose military successes had made him a formidable presence. Accusations of treason and conspiracy arose, reflecting the delicate balance of loyalty and ambition within the ruling class. The courtroom transformed into a stage for oratory, where rhetoric held as much weight as evidence. It was within this charged atmosphere that the iron-bound door became a silent witness to the unfolding drama, the threshold marking the line between freedom and confinement. Another case featured an influential statesman charged with corruption. The proceedings revealed the pervasive nature of patronage and the blurred lines between public service and personal gain. Each witness brought forth narratives shaped by their own agendas, further complicating the pursuit of truth. The eventual verdict, often a reflection of prevailing political winds, underscored the fluidity of justice in this turbulent period, where the echoes of loyalty and betrayal reverberated through the annals of history. The evolution of punishments in the Roman legal system reveals a complex interplay of societal values and governance. Initially, penalties were often severe, reflecting the harsh realities of a world governed by power and control. The early days saw brutal forms of retribution, where physical punishment was commonplace, serving not only to penalize but also to deter. This period was characterized by public displays of discipline, instilling fear among citizens. As time progressed, a gradual shift occurred. Legal frameworks became more structured, leading to increasingly refined approaches to punishment. The introduction of fines and exile represented a departure from corporeal penalties, emphasizing restoration over mere retribution. This adjustment mirrored a broader philosophical evolution within Roman society, where ideas of justice began to intertwine with notions of morality and civic duty. The role of the magistrate became pivotal in this transformation, providing a more personalized avenue for justice. It allowed for varying degrees of punishment tailored to the nature of the crime and the character of the offender. Such nuance reflected an understanding that not all offenses warranted the same response, paving the way for a more humane approach to justice. Through these changes, the Roman legal system gradually evolved. The influence of Greek philosophy on Roman legal thought emerged as a profound intellectual current, shaping principles and practices within the judicial system. The Romans, drawn to the rationality and ethics found in Greek philosophy, began to integrate these ideas into their own legal framework. This amalgamation fostered a deeper contemplation of justice, emphasizing reason and virtue over mere retribution. In this context, philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle provided foundational concepts regarding law's relationship to morality. Such discussions encouraged a shift towards understanding law as an extension of ethical principles rather than a tool for punishment alone. The integration of these philosophical notions prompted Roman jurists to consider the broader implications of their legal decisions, advocating for a system that promoted the common good. Legal texts from this period began to reflect these philosophical underpinnings, illustrating a growing concern for individual rights and social responsibilities. The emerging focus on equity and fairness permeated the discussions of legal scholars, leading to the development of doctrines that sought to balance societal order with personal freedoms. This evolution represented a significant step in the maturation of Roman jurisprudence, illustrating an ongoing dialogue between philosophy and law that resonated throughout history. The interplay of these disciplines, the role of public executions, served as a stark reminder of the authority wielded by the state. They occurred in open spaces, where crowds gathered in anticipation, the atmosphere thick with tension. This method of enforcement was not merely punitive. It reinforced societal norms and expectations. The collective presence of citizens ensured a shared experience, allowing the execution to function as a public spectacle, an embodiment of justice meted out in its most severe form. In this context, the condemned became an unwilling participant in a ritual designed to instill fear and obedience. The sound of the crowd, a mixture of gasps and murmurs, accompanied each act, echoing through the ancient streets. It was a stark reminder of the consequences of transgression. a moment etched into the collective memory of the community. The setting, often adorned with symbols of the state's power, underscored the gravity of the proceedings. These events were meticulously orchestrated, highlighting the power dynamics at play. They were not merely about punishment, but also about the reaffirmation of the social order. The implications of these public displays reached far beyond the immediate moment, influencing perceptions of justice for generations. The lingering silence that followed each execution spoke volumes, marking a solemn conclusion to a profound exercise of authority. The iron-bound door stood resolutely, a physical manifestation of the divide between freedom and confinement. Its aged surface bore the marks of time, each scratch a testament to the countless souls that had passed through. This entryway, while unyielding, invited contemplation on the nature of justice within the Roman Carcer. It served not merely as a barrier but as a reflective surface for societal values. Behind it lay a world of shadows, where the echoes of footsteps mingled with hushed whispers of the condemned. The door's heavy thud reverberated through the corridors, a sound that solidified the finality of fate. Those who approached could feel the weight of their own histories pressing upon them, reminding them of the fragile balance between power and vulnerability. This structure, while simple in design, represented a complex interplay of law and morality. It was not just an entrance to punishment, but also a point of introspection for the Roman populace. The judgments made within these walls were scrutinized beyond their immediate impact, prompting discourse about the implications of state-sanctioned retribution. As time moved on, the iron-bound door continued to stand guard, silently bearing witness to the evolving understanding of justice. Its presence a constant reminder of humanity's pursuit of order amidst chaos. The clanging of chains reverberates through the dim passages of the Roman Carcer, echoing the somber reality of confinement. Each link, forged from iron, produces a resonant sound, a stark reminder of the weight of transgression. This metallic chorus accompanies the footsteps of the guards, their methodical movements punctuating the stillness, while the faint murmur of voices filters through the thick walls. Those voices, often hushed, carry stories of despair and defiance, mingling with the clinks and clatters, creating an unsettling symphony of human experience. In these shadows, the relentless sound of shackles serves a dual purpose. It is both a deterrent and a reminder of consequence, a tangible manifestation of the law's reach. The chains symbolize not only physical restraint, but the broader moral implications of justice as it unfolds within these confines. The rhythmic clanging resonates with historical significance, encapsulating the weight of decisions made beyond these walls. The atmosphere thickens with each sound, as the air becomes laden with the stories of those who endured and those who sought retribution. This auditory landscape contributes to a profound understanding of the era's judicial practices, reflecting societal values and the harsh realities imposed upon the captive. The iron-bound door and the chains intertwine, creating an indelible legacy of justice shaped by sound. Art and literature serve as vital conduits for understanding the complexities of the Roman Carcer. These mediums capture the stark realities faced by those confined within its walls, offering glimpses into the emotional landscapes of despair and hope. Through vivid imagery, artists have immortalized the harshness of incarceration, portraying shadows cast by flickering torches that illuminate damp stone walls. These representations evoke a sense of isolation, resonating with the very essence of punishment and confinement. Literary works reflect upon the psychological turmoil experienced by prisoners, poets and playwrights craft narratives that delve into the depths of the human condition, revealing the struggles inherent in the quest for justice and redemption. The words echo the silence of the Carcer, articulating the profound solitude that envelops its inhabitants. This quiet reflection transforms the space into a locus of contemplation, where the weight of existence becomes palpable. The interplay between art and the Carcer transcends mere representation. These expressions challenge societal perceptions of justice, inviting discourse on morality and ethics. Through these lenses, the iron-bound door transforms from a symbol of oppression to a canvas for exploring the complexities of justice. Each stroke, each word, adds layers to the understanding of this institution, revealing its multifaceted role in shaping the narratives of those it touches. The legacy persists, woven into the fabric of history. The iron-bound door stands as a formidable embodiment of authority, its weighty presence reflecting the power dynamics of the Roman judicial system. Crafted from solid iron, it signifies not only physical strength but also the unyielding nature of state control. Each hinge, rusted with age, whispers tales of those who have passed through, their fates decided on the other side. This entrance, both imposing and uninviting, serves to separate the realm of law from that of the populace, delineating boundaries that are as much psychological as they are physical. Within the confines of this structure, the sound of justice reverberates, each echo a reminder of the processes that occur behind closed doors. It is here that the weight of the state is felt most acutely, where trials and tribulations unfold in hushed tones. The door's threshold has been crossed by the innocent and the guilty alike, marking a shared experience that transcends individual narratives. The cold metal surface, unyielding to touch, represents the impartiality that the legal system strives to uphold. Yet, it also reflects the inherent biases that can infiltrate such a system, presenting an ironic juxtaposition. This door, silent and stoic, remains a powerful symbol of the complex interplay between authority and justice, an enduring reminder of the past. The intersection of law and class in Roman society reveals a hierarchy that dictated not only access to justice, but also the very nature of legal proceedings. The elite, often shielded by wealth and influence, navigated the legal system with relative ease, their status affording them privileges. In contrast, the lower classes faced a starkly different reality, often marginalized and vulnerable to the whims of those in power. This disparity created a landscape where justice could be selectively applied, with outcomes frequently influenced by social standing. Within these confines, the concept of patronage played a crucial role. Patrons provided legal support and protection to their clients, reinforcing societal divisions. Rights and privileges granted to the wealthy contrasted sharply with the limited protections afforded to the impoverished. Legal representation for the elite often translated into favorable outcomes, while the lower classes remained at the mercy of a system designed to uphold the interests of the powerful. The Roman Carcer served as a poignant reminder of this divide, housing those who fell victim to the law's harsh realities. Incarceration often reflected not only guilt but also social status. Imprisonment conditions varied widely, depending on one's origin and wealth, underscoring the inherent inequalities embedded within the legal framework. Thus, the very architecture of justice echoed the complexities of class, shaping the lives of those who traversed its corridors.
Records of life within these confines portray a stark reality, revealing the daily existence of prisoners and their interactions with the outside world. Historical documents, such as legal texts and personal accounts, provide insight into the conditions endured by these individuals. They shed light on the routines, the varying degrees of treatment based on social status, and the mechanisms of control employed by the authorities. Prisoners often faced a regimen marked by isolation, with confinement becoming a significant aspect of their existence. Some manuscripts describe the starkness of their surroundings, where stone walls and iron bars restricted both movement and hope. Others detail the limited provisions, highlighting disparities in the quality and quantity of food received, which varied based on the prisoner's wealth or influence. Records also indicate the presence of family visits, albeit rare and closely monitored. These encounters served as a bridge connecting the imprisoned to the outside world, albeit briefly. The emotional weight of separation is palpable in the accounts of those who awaited release or sought justice. In contrast, the documentation of trials reveals the power dynamics at play, where rhetoric and persuasion often determined outcomes. The architecture of the Carcer not only housed the accused, but also bore witness to the unfolding narratives of human lives entangled within the strictures of justice. Literature surrounding the Carcer reflects the multifaceted nature of justice and punishment in ancient Rome. Texts often depict these confines as more than mere prisons. They emerge as spaces where fate and morality intertwine. In the writings of Cicero, the Carcer becomes a backdrop for political intrigue, emphasizing the fragility of power and the inevitable consequences of ambition. These ruins offer insights into the emotional states of those imprisoned, revealing a spectrum from despair to resilience. Juvenal's satirical verses highlight the societal perceptions of incarceration, portraying the Carcer as a mirror reflecting the vices of the elite. It serves as a reminder of how justice is often a construct influenced by status and privilege. The stark imagery invites contemplation of the human condition, forcing readers to confront the stark realities faced by the incarcerated. In the poetry of Ovid, the Carcer transforms into a symbol of longing and separation, underscoring the emotional toll of imprisonment. Through various literary lenses, this region emerges as a complex character in its own right, shaping the narratives of those who enter its confines. The Carcer is a silent witness to the myriad stories that unfold within its walls, each echoing the struggles and aspirations of individuals caught in the web of Roman society. The public plays a pivotal role in the observation of trials, their presence a testament to the values of Roman justice. Sturdy wooden benches line the perimeter, filled with citizens eager to witness the unfolding of legal proceedings. This space becomes a crossroads of social interaction, where the outcome of a trial can ripple through the fabric of the community. Spectators gather not only to witness, but to engage in discussions that shape public opinion. The atmosphere is charged with anticipation, as the scent of damp stone and the murmurs of onlookers blend into a singular entity. Each trial holds significance that extends beyond the individual, touching upon the collective consciousness of Roman society. Judgments rendered within these walls resonate, influencing relationships and power dynamics throughout the city. Individuals often arrive with preconceived notions, convinced of the guilt or innocence of those on trial. These beliefs may be formed through rumors or prior knowledge, underscoring the intricate interplay between personal biases and the justice system. The exchange of glances and subtle gestures among spectators reflects a community deeply invested in the process. In this environment, the act of observing becomes an essential component of civic life, reinforcing the principle that justice, while administered by officials, remains a collective endeavor. Within this ancient edifice, the role of the public is both a privilege and a responsibility. The iron-bound door stands as a formidable testament to the architectural ingenuity of its time, crafted from heavy iron and designed to withstand the test of both time and intrusion. It serves as a threshold into a space laden with historical significance. This entrance features intricate engravings, bearing witness to the artisanship prevalent in the society that constructed it. Each scar and mark tells a story, narrating the passage of countless individuals who sought justice or faced their fates behind its heavy frame. In archaeological contexts, doors like this one provide critical insights into the socio-political climate of ancient Rome. They symbolize not merely physical barriers, but also the rigid structures of power and authority that governed everyday life. Such structures reveal the extent to which the state exercised control over individuals, emphasizing the weight of judgment and the gravity of incarceration. Surrounding this door, remnants of the environment hint at the bustling life that once thrived nearby. Crumbling walls and broken columns speak of a society where justice was not merely an abstract concept, but a tangible force, impacting lives in profound ways. The proximity of this door to the remnants of the Carcer echoes the complexity of human experience, where hope and despair coexisted in the shadows of iron and stone. The legacy of Roman justice extends far beyond the confines of ancient architecture, influencing contemporary legal frameworks across the globe. Elements of the 12 Tables, the foundation of Roman law, continue to resonate, establishing principles of legal transparency and the rights of citizens. This ancient codification laid the groundwork for the concept of legal rights, ensuring that all individuals, regardless of status, could seek redress. Judicial processes derived from this era emphasized due process, advocating for the right to a fair trial. Court systems, built on the Roman model, uphold these values, reinforcing the belief that justice should be impartial and accessible. Legal terminology, rooted in Latin, remains prevalent, a testament to the enduring nature of Roman influence on legal language and thought. The Roman emphasis on legal precedents also shaped modern jurisprudence, where past decisions guide current interpretations. This foundational approach fosters a sense of continuity within legal systems, connecting ancient practices with present-day governance. Institutions charged with upholding justice today reflect the structured hierarchy established in ancient Rome, embodying a system where authority and accountability coexist. The evolution of justice in this region reveals a complex interplay between rehabilitation and punishment. Ancient Roman practices often prioritized retribution, ensuring that wrongdoers faced consequences for their actions. This approach was evident in the imposing structures designed for confinement, such as the infamous Carcer, which served as a stark reminder of societal order. Within these walls, individuals experienced the harsh realities of their transgressions, often without the prospect of redemption. Contemporary perspectives shift toward rehabilitation, emphasizing the need for reintegration into society. The focus now lies on transforming individuals who have strayed from lawful paths, providing them with opportunities for personal growth and societal contribution.
This change reflects a broader understanding of human behavior, recognizing that merely imposing penalties does not address the root causes of crime. In analyzing these contrasting philosophies, it becomes clear that the dialogue surrounding justice has expanded. The ancient mindset of punishment is juxtaposed with modern ideals that advocate for restorative practices. In this historical context, the remnants of the Carcer serve as a physical manifestation of a time when punishment was paramount. Today, the challenge lies in finding a balance between accountability and the potential for change, ensuring that justice serves both the individual and the community at large, fostering a more equitable society. Philanthropy emerges as a critical support system for detainees within these confines. Charitable organizations often provide essential resources that extend beyond mere financial assistance. Educational programs and vocational training initiatives, funded by generous donors, enhance the prospects of individuals facing incarceration. This approach not only addresses immediate needs but also prioritizes long-term rehabilitation, allowing detainees to develop skills that promote reintegration into society. Access to legal representation is another vital area where philanthropic efforts play a significant role. Organizations dedicated to advocating for the rights of the incarcerated help ensure that legal assistance reaches those who might otherwise navigate the complexities of the justice system alone. By facilitating connections between detainees and experienced legal professionals, they foster an environment where due process is upheld, mitigating injustices that may arise. Mental health services, often overlooked in traditional justice frameworks, find support through philanthropic initiatives. These programs offer psychological counseling and emotional support, addressing the mental well-being of individuals in custody. By recognizing the importance of mental health, philanthropy contributes to a more holistic approach to justice, acknowledging that healing and recovery are integral to reducing recidivism. The impact of these efforts reverberates throughout communities. By investing in the lives of those affected by incarceration, philanthropy not only uplifts individuals but also contributes to the broader goal of societal equity and understanding. The iron-bound door stands as a historical artifact, its heavy, weathered frame, a testament to the complex nature of justice in ancient Rome. Crafted from iron and adorned with intricate engravings, this imposing structure served as the gateway to the Carcer, a place where the fates of many were intertwined with the whims of the state. Its robust design reflects the prevailing attitudes towards punishment and confinement, emphasizing both security and the stark realities of incarceration. Within this region, the door functioned not merely as an entry point, but also as a symbol of authority, representing the power of the state over individual lives. The relentless passage of time has left marks upon its surface, whispering tales of the countless souls who awaited judgments behind its formidable frame. Each scratch and dent carries the weight of history, revealing the struggles and despair of those confined within. Surrounding this relic, the atmosphere is heavy with the echoes of past voices, their stories woven into the very fabric of the Carcer. The air is thick with a sense of solemnity. It is a reminder of the gravity of justice and the profound impact it has on society. This door remains a crucial element in understanding the evolution of legal systems and the ongoing discourse surrounding justice and humanity. The stillness within these confines envelops all a palpable weight that highlights the isolation experienced by those imprisoned. Echoes of muted footsteps reverberate softly against the stone walls, narrating the solitude that pervades every moment. Each breath taken within this space becomes an intimate encounter with silence, a silence marked not by absence, but by the overwhelming presence of confinement. Voices from outside remain distant and muffled, a reminder of the world beyond the iron-bound door. This separation fosters a profound sense of disconnection, transforming the cacophony of daily life into mere whispers, barely perceptible through the thick walls. The occasional creaking of the ancient structure signals the passage of time, a subtle reminder of the impermanence of existence even within such stasis. Shadows ripple across the cold stone floor, shaped by the meager light filtering through barred openings. Each flicker represents moments lost, hopes deferred, and the lingering weight of unresolved justice. In this environment, the absence of sound can feel more oppressive than the most thunderous noise, emphasizing the mental and emotional burden carried by those within. The atmosphere serves as an unyielding reminder of the harsh realities that define this place, where the echoes of history intertwine with the quiet despair of countless souls, each one a story left untold. In this environment, poetry emerges as a profound vehicle for articulating the complexities of justice. The verses crafted within these stone walls reflect not only the anguish of confinement, but also the yearning for fairness and redemption. Each line penned carries the weight of the human experience, encapsulating feelings that often elude conventional expression. The juxtaposition of despair and hope permeates these writings, as poets grapple with the notions of right and wrong amid the shadows of their surroundings. It becomes a necessary outlet where the written word transforms suffering into art, allowing for a nuanced exploration of justice that transcends mere legalistic interpretations. Imagery of chains, bars, and the iron-bound door frequently recurs, serving as powerful metaphors for the restrictions imposed by society and the self. Through vivid depictions, these works invite contemplation on the nature of authority and the fragility of human dignity. In this region, the poetic voice can act as both a mirror and a beacon, reflecting societal flaws while illuminating pathways toward understanding and reform. The resonance of these words extends beyond their immediate context, inviting future generations to ponder the enduring themes of justice, humanity, and the quest for meaning within the confines of existence. The architectural evolution of prisons after the Roman era reflects shifting societal values and governance philosophies. Structures began to emerge that prioritized containment, surveillance, and punishment. The transition from the imposing stone edifices of antiquity to more utilitarian designs marked a significant departure from the grandeur of earlier institutions. Materials such as brick and iron became prevalent in construction, emphasizing durability and security. This period saw the rise of penitentiaries, designed not only for confinement, but also for reform. The cells within these structures often featured stark, minimalistic designs, purposefully stripped of comforts to foster introspection. Natural light played a crucial role in these environments, with windows strategically placed to allow illumination while maintaining security. The layout frequently included a central hub from which guards could efficiently monitor the surrounding areas, underscoring the shift towards a more systematic approach to control. As societies advanced, the notion of rehabilitation started to permeate architectural considerations. Facilities began incorporating spaces for education and vocational training, reflecting an understanding of the importance of reintegration into society. This evolution,
while rooted in the principles established during the Roman period, represents a complex interplay of punishment and the hope for redemption, shaping the modern understanding of incarceration. The legacy of these designs continues to inform contemporary approaches to justice and confinement. Contrasting the Roman carcer with other ancient prisons reveals significant variances in architectural intent and societal function. The carcer, with its formidable iron-bound door, served not merely as a holding facility, but as a stark representation of state power and legal authority. In ancient Greece, prisons often lacked the structural rigor observed in Rome, often colonna, instead functioning primarily as temporary holding sites. They were less about punishment and more about awaiting trial or execution, revealing a cultural perspective that focused on the judicial process rather than confinement. In contrast, the Egyptian dungeons, carved into rock, served dual purposes. They acted as both prisons and tombs, highlighting a complex relationship between the afterlife and earthly justice. These spaces were imbued with spiritual significance, suggesting that confinement extended beyond mere corporeal punishment. Such locations emphasize the cultural narratives surrounding justice, where the afterlife was interwoven with earthly transgressions. In ancient Mesopotamia, prisons served as repositories for debtors and criminals alike, reflecting a society organized around economic transactions and social hierarchies. The designs of these facilities often mirrored the administrative structures of the time, emphasizing a bureaucratic approach to justice. Each of these systems exhibits unique characteristics that provide insight into the societal values and norms of their respective cultures, underscoring the multifaceted nature of confinement throughout history. Understanding the carcer requires examining the impact of historical revisionism on its interpretation. This process, rooted in the reassessment of archival records and archaeological findings, offers a more nuanced view of the institution's role within the Roman Empire. Scholars have challenged long-held beliefs about the carcer's function and the nature of punishment, shifting perceptions from a purely punitive framework to one that acknowledges its administrative and political dimensions. Revisiting ancient texts reveals that the carcer often served as a tool for the state, reflecting the power dynamics at play. It was not merely a place of confinement, but a site where societal hierarchies were reinforced. In this region, individuals from various social classes could find themselves subjected to the same mechanisms of control, albeit with differing consequences. The interplay between punishment and power illustrates how imprisonment was integral to maintaining order and compliance within the empire. Archaeological evidence further illuminates the conditions of confinement, highlighting the stark realities faced by those held within its walls. This scrutiny exposes the layers of complexity surrounding justice, revealing a system that intertwined mercy and severity. Each finding contributes to a broader understanding of how these structures shaped not only individual lives, but also the collective psyche of society during this pivotal era. The iron-bound door stands as a potent emblem of confinement and authority, its thick, weathered surface echoing the weight of justice as it once sealed the fates of countless prisoners. Crafted from formidable materials, this entrance represents more than mere barriers. It embodies the rigid boundary between freedom and restraint. Its presence within the Roman carcer has influenced modern interpretations of justice, often symbolizing the stark transition from liberty to captivity. Surrounding this threshold, The atmosphere is imbued with a sense of inevitability, a reminder of the harsh realities faced by those who passed through. The ironwork, intricate yet intimidating, reflects the era's understanding of power and governance, serving as a physical representation of societal control. This structure informs contemporary visual motifs in art and architecture, where similar designs evoke feelings of solemnity and permanence. In literature and popular culture, the iron-bound door has transcended its physical form, encapsulating the complexities of morality and human experience. Its imagery often surfaces in discussions of accountability, justice, and the human condition, bridging ancient practices with modern philosophical inquiries. Each interpretation adds layers of meaning, reinforcing the idea that the passage into darkness can illuminate the broader human struggle for liberty and dignity, echoing through time and influencing future generations. The role of technology in documenting prison life reveals complexities previously obscured by silence. Various tools have emerged, allowing for the capture of daily experiences within these confines. Cameras, audio recorders, and digital platforms create a window into the often hidden narratives of those who inhabit these spaces. These advancements enable a broader audience to engage with the realities faced by individuals, fostering a deeper understanding of the human condition under duress. Digital archives and social media serve as critical vehicles, amplifying voices that would otherwise remain unheard. They allow for the assembly of testimonies, presenting an unfiltered glimpse into moments of despair and resilience. Data collected through these technologies can inform policymakers, highlighting systemic issues that require attention and reform. The use of virtual reality offers immersive experiences, allowing individuals to step into the shoes of those experiencing incarceration. This emerging field provides a unique perspective, bridging the gap between the observer and the observed. It encourages reflection on the role of justice and the lasting effects of confinement. The ethical implications of historical incarceration extend beyond mere punishment. Confinement served as a mechanism for societal control, often reflecting the prevailing moral values and legal standards of the time. This region, marked by stone and shadow, embodies the intersection of law and humanity, raising questions about the legitimacy of justice. The architecture of the Roman Carcer, with its formidable iron-bound door, symbolizes not only confinement but the power dynamics inherent in such structures. It reveals the complex relationship between the state and the individual, where the harshness of punishment can often overshadow the principles of rehabilitation and mercy. Historical accounts indicate that those imprisoned within its walls faced not only physical deprivation but also psychological torment, shaping the course of their existence. The very act of incarceration raises inquiries about the nature of guilt and innocence. Those confined here were frequently stripped of their rights, becoming subjects of political and social narratives. The lingering silence of these ruins holds the weight of countless stories, some lost to time, others echoing the struggles of the marginalized. This examination of ethical considerations leads to a deeper understanding of how justice systems evolve, reflecting societal values and the ongoing quest for balance between order and compassion. The legacy of this space invites continuous dialogue about the treatment of individuals in the name of the law. The Carcer resonates through modern interpretations, influencing literature, film, and art. These representations often reflect society's evolving perceptions of justice and morality in contemporary narratives,
The imposing structure serves as a backdrop for stories exploring themes of confinement and redemption. Its iron-bound door becomes a symbol, evoking the struggles of the human spirit against oppressive systems. Artistic expressions frequently employ the Carcer as stark geometry, highlighting the tension between light and shadow. This region of confinement invites introspection, provoking questions about freedom and the cost of societal order. Writers draw upon its historical weight to explore the complexity of guilt and innocence, often blurring the lines between the two. Characters navigating their fates within these walls embody the moral dilemmas faced by their creators. Film adaptations tend to amplify the psychological aspects of imprisonment, using the Carcer as a stage for character development. Visual storytelling captures the stark isolation experienced by those within, echoing the anxieties of modern existence. The iron-bound door, in these narratives, transforms from a mere physical barrier into a profound metaphor for the struggles of humanity. These modern interpretations resonate with audiences, ensuring that the legacy of this once fearsome institution continues to shape conversations around justice and morality in contemporary society. The Carcer's enduring presence serves as a reminder of history's lessons and the complexities of human experience. The relationship between law, order, and chaos reveals itself through the structure and remains of this site. The iron-bound door stands as a sentinel, embodying the rigid enforcement of societal norms within its confines. The dichotomy of justice manifests. Law seeks to impose order, while chaos lurks perpetually at its edges. This complex interplay is evident in the lives once lived in these chambers, where individuals face the consequences of their actions amid a backdrop of societal expectations. The architecture of the Carcer reflects this tension. Thick walls offer physical protection to the state as ideals, yet they also imprison the very beings who challenge those ideals. The echoes of past inhabitants linger in the air, each whisper contributing to a narrative of transgression and retribution. Incarceration serves as both punishment and a mechanism to restore perceived order, yet the very act of confinement creates a breeding ground for dissent and disorder. The presence of the iron-bound door transforms mere stone and mortar into an embodiment of authority. It symbolizes the delicate balance that society navigates, where the imposition of law is necessary for stability, yet the potential for chaos remains an ever-present threat. As time continues to unfold, this relationship between the state and its subjects remains as pertinent as ever, illustrating the ongoing struggle between order and the human condition. The finality of the iron-bound door reverberates through the corridors of the Roman Carcer, a sound echoing with historical weight. Its heavy creak signifies the end of confinement, marking the transition from darkness to light. Each opening resonates with the sighs of those who have endured the relentless grip of the state, a release from the oppressive silence that once enveloped them. This moment, while seemingly simple, holds profound implications for the human experience. The sound of the door also represents the complexities of justice and retribution. It carries with it the hushed whispers of countless stories, each unique yet interconnected through shared anguish. The echoes linger, blending with the damp air, reminding all who pass of the weight of their choices and the consequences that follow. Beyond the door lies a world that pulsates with life, the vibrant sounds of the city contrasting sharply with the muted tones of imprisonment. The clash of freedom and restriction is palpable, shaping the very essence of existence outside these walls. In this region, every footstep, every shout, intertwines with the remnants of the past, creating a tapestry of human resilience. The iron-bound door stands as a sentinel, a striking reminder of the perpetual balance between freedom and confinement, echoing the eternal quest for justice within the annals of history. The iron-bound door, while imposing, serves as a portal into the deeper complexities of justice. Within these walls, the interplay of power dynamics and societal values unfolds, revealing the stark realities faced by those who sought reprieve from their circumstances. This space, steeped in history, reflects a judicial philosophy that extends beyond mere punishment. It illustrates the ongoing struggle for equity and the notion of societal responsibility. This structure bore witness to the trials of countless individuals, each with their own narrative woven into the fabric of this ancient institution. The echoes of pleas for mercy and the resolute decisions made within its confines resonate through time, offering insights into the nature of justice. Incarceration was not solely an act of retribution, but also a means of societal protection and reflection on moral values. Lessons emerge from the stories etched in stone about fairness, redemption, and the imperative for reform. The Roman Carcer did not merely serve as a holding place, it functioned as a crucible for social ideals. Each crevice of this structure captures the essence of humanity's relentless pursuit of justice, a pursuit that remains relevant in contemporary discussions around legal systems worldwide. Within its shadows, the quest for balance between punishment and compassion continues to unfold, urging reflection on the evolution of justice across time. The evolution of justice echoes through the corridors of history, shaping visions for the future of incarceration. This region, marked by the weight of its past, provides a foundation for understanding the complexities of modern penal systems. Insights gleaned from antiquity reveal patterns of human behavior and societal response to crime, suggesting pathways towards reform. These ruins of confinement stand as reminders that rehabilitation can coexist with accountability. The architecture of punishment, once characterized by stark brutality, is increasingly giving way to approaches that emphasize restorative justice. This shift acknowledges the humanity within every individual, fostering environments that promote personal growth and societal reintegration. For you, contemporary models draw from historical precedents, looking to integrate therapeutic practices within correctional facilities. Programs aimed at education and skill development are becoming central, transforming prisons into spaces where individuals can rebuild their lives. This focus on rehabilitation reflects a growing understanding that addressing the root causes of criminal behavior may yield more sustainable outcomes. Attention to this intricate balance invites a reconsideration of how society defines justice. The lessons of the past inform aspirations for the future, urging a collective commitment to create systems that prioritize healing over mere punishment. The journey ahead remains complex, yet the potential for transformation thrives in the shadows of history. The heavy iron-bound door, a formidable barrier, stands as a testament to the duality of justice and injustice in this ancient space, crafted from thick, weathered wood, reinforced with iron. It bears the marks of time and countless hands that have passed through its threshold. Its creaking hinges echo the whispers of those who sought refuge or faced retribution within these walls. The door is not merely an entrance, it symbolizes the weight of state authority, standing sentinel over the fates of individuals who dared to challenge the prevailing order. This structure once encapsulated a microcosm of society where the innocent and guilty alike converged in silence. The air swirled with the tension of unresolved fates, each individual a fragment of a larger narrative. The cold stone walls absorbed the stories of despair and defiance,
a reminder of the price of dissent and the pursuit of justice. In the dim light filtering through small, barred windows, shadows dance across the floor, suggesting the lingering presence of those who were once confined. Echoes of whispered secrets and muffled cries intertwine with the passage of time, creating a haunting ambience that reverberates throughout this space. Here, the iron-bound door remains not only a physical barrier, but a profound symbol of the complex interplay between authority and humanity. Justice in the Roman Carcer reflects the tension between power and the human experience. This structure, imbued with history, stands as a testament to the mechanisms of governance, incarceration, and societal order. It embodies the struggle between individual rights and state control, a recurring theme throughout human civilization. Power dynamics within these walls highlight the prioritization of authority over empathy, illustrating the often harsh realities of panel systems. The confinement experienced by those within is a stark reminder of the fragility of freedom. Each echo of footsteps in this somber space resonates with the weight of countless histories, underscoring the emotional toll borne by both the imprisoned and their captors. The implications of these themes extend beyond the confines of this ancient prison. They challenge contemporary perspectives on justice and rehabilitation, prompting critical examination of modern practices. Questions arise about the efficacy of punitive measures versus restorative approaches. This historic structure invites reflection on how societies have evolved in their quest for justice. The iron-bound door serves as a threshold, not only marking a physical entry into confinement, but also symbolizing the complex ethical considerations that continue to shape legal systems. It compels an exploration of the balance between maintaining order and honoring the inherent dignity of every individual, regardless of their circumstances. The echoes of the Roman Carcer resonate through millennia, shaping contemporary justice systems in profound ways. This institution served not merely as a place of confinement, but as a reflection of societal values regarding punishment and reform. The architectural design, emphasizing security and surveillance, laid foundational principles that still underpin modern penitentiaries.
The concept of incarceration evolved alongside philosophical debates around the nature of justice and rehabilitation. This region witnessed the transformation of punitive measures into more structured forms of legal oversight, establishing precedents that continue to influence judicial practices worldwide. The Roman emphasis on legal frameworks and codified rights paved the way for the development of human rights standards, anchoring contemporary discourse on the treatment of the incarcerated. The lingering effects of these ancient practices manifest in various ways, from the legal rights of defendants to the methods employed in correctional facilities. The discourse surrounding rehabilitation versus punishment remains ever relevant, echoing the complexities faced by societies in addressing crime and justice. These ruins of the past serve as a reminder of the ongoing struggle to strike a balance between security and humanity. As modern societies grapple with the legacy of historical practices, the lessons learned from the Roman Carcer remain vital in shaping a more equitable approach to justice.